This video will show how I took elements from 3 different places to create one on demand, and that was a tour of LSC. So first off, I found this e-learning challenge number 226 that displayed information about markers, and let's take a look. So you can see that markers appear, which was appealing to me. I could picture something like a map with markers on it to show a tour of LSC. When I hover over the numbers, nothing happens, but when I click on it, the background fades and then something is highlighted and described. And then I X out to go back to the picture. I can click on something else, and then it's emphasized and highlighted and then described. So I liked that idea. Even though this was a painting and not a map, I thought I can use that. So the first thing I did was tuck that away, and then I looked at this game. It's a travel game. It looked very appealing, but after a few seconds it shifted off to this screen, and it turned out that it was just questions and answers. So if I click on one of the locations, then I get a question. If I answer correctly, it turns the icon green. If I answer another one and I answer incorrectly, then it turns it red. So I wasn't looking for something that was a knowledge check. I wanted it to be the actual on-demand, to have a map with different markers and information on it. So I looked at one other thing, and that was this accordion file. What I pictured was that each campus has different elements to it, and the fact that this has 5 different steps or 5 different components, I could use that and shrink it down to 3 components or whatever I needed, but have that consistent across the campuses. And you can see that it's kind of a nice interaction, that you can click on the steps or the labels and get a lot of information there, including images and script. So I took all 3 of those things, the markers, and then the travel game, just having that in mind that you could use markers on a map, and the accordion file, and this was the final result. So the tour of Lone Star College, I have removed the audio, I've removed the restrictions, so it's a free menu at this time, but I'll kind of explain what I did. You see that right away there's red markers with numbers on them. Those refer to our campuses, and then the blue stars are our system office. So as you saw with number 4, I decided that when I hovered over something, I'd like for it to display the name of the campus, the contact information, and the website, so that it could be very useful just to hover over something. For the Woodlands system office, it has the picture and the website. And the same thing goes for System Office University Park, an image of University Park and the website. So, as I said, you hover over and you get some information. You actually click on it, and here's where you see that accordion file come into play. There's some audio that goes along with this, of course, and what I did was I made each of these, which are all layers, but I made each of these disabled as an initial state, and then once the timeline got around here, around 29 seconds or so, I made them normal, so that, in other words, I was preventing anyone from clicking on either one of these tabs until they had listened to the introduction about Sci-Fair. Then they could click on the Fast Facts, learn something about the mascot, the president, click on History, and get some information about that. I also on each one put a read more links so that they could find out more information about the history of each campus if they wanted. And then finally a connect, and that's also a layer where the contact information, the campus homepage, and links to all their social media are located. Then the next arrow takes me back to the map, and you see that the 1 is now blue because I have visited it. So each of these is dealt with the same way, so it's consistent. Learners know what to expect. They have to listen to the audio before the layers are active or before the buttons are available to click. Then they can look at fast facts, history, read more if they like, and then connect. And then the next button appears after that. There's a knowledge check, which is a matching, and I didn't include that one, but that took some searching too to find a matching that I could tweak. And basically they just match them up. And then get a correct or incorrect or try again. And then they have the final slide. And the narration goes along with this so that they see the Lone Star College, and then eventually they see one LSC because we are one LSC. So we're kind of bringing it back to our cultural beliefs. So I just wanted to kind of let you know about course evaluation button, of course. So I wanted to let you know about how you can use different elements and kind of combine them and think, okay, how would this work for this training, and develop something that's your own using so many things that are already out there.